Hi. It's no secret that I have completely transformed my life in Herculean Olympiad style ways. I first of all was paralyzed for 7 years from the diaphragm down, so from here down, after a horrific assault, and was stabbed in the throat here and left for dead at the scene. A policeman saved my life, but I woke up from that nightmare completely paralysed with horrific injuries. And I was stuck like that for 7 years and completely told all the time, I just have to get used to it. There was no chance of anything changing, like ever. I must just get used to doing everything from a seated position. At first, I was completely soul destroyed and I just wanted to die. And I stayed like that for years. I could hear from my paralysed position in bed, I could hear my children growing up without me, playing and talking and laughing and doing all the things that they do and they love. I missed all the ballet and all the things that they were doing. I missed them all, and I was completely soul destroyed. I was also horrifically overweight. I'd been a big person my whole adult life, so that wasn't new, but being paralysed, obviously unable to move, my body did balloon up, and I took size 32 to 34 women's clothing in the end, and I was just horrifically miserable. So having turned that around, I learned after 7 years I just couldn't do it anymore, and I started to learn how the body works internally, how to be in tune with every part of your body below a cellular level, and how to really focus your mind and develop this inner dialogue to really start to change things. And slowly but surely I did transform, and now I'm a dancer. I first became a runner and now I'm a dancer. I've been dancing on my points in ballet class for a year. It was a year yesterday. It showed up in my newsfeed that I'd gone for my point shoe fitting on this day last year, yesterday, so the 29th of June. So I know firsthand, through bitter emotional pain and just a horrific existence, horrendous injuries and 15 rounds of surgery to fix my body. I know the work involved. And back in the beginning, when people were telling me, oh, you need to calm down, you need to stop being so angry, you need to just focus, I was so livid, I couldn't breathe. And so it took a lot of work, because obviously I didn't choose that situation. It was plundered into me when 2 men assaulted me. So I was horrifically angry, enraged in fact. And I just wanted to die the whole time. I couldn't bear it. So I turned that situation around. I am a ballet dancer. I'm a ballroom dancer. I Lindy Hop. I do a lot of rock and roll, jive. I am a dancer now, and I absolutely love it. As soon as I see a dance floor or a bar, a ballet bar, my heart just explodes with excitement. It's the same with a swimming pool. As soon as I smell the smell going into the building, I'm just, every cell in my body is just dancing. So not only have I learned through hardcore experience, I've also had several illnesses through this experience as well. And something that was triggered in my body was terminal cancer as well, because all my cells had just started decaying and dying when I was paralysed, and I had 15 rounds of surgery and that was missed. So it was 2015 December that I was diagnosed with only having 100 days to live. And by then I'd learned all this powerful inward work and I wasn't accepting it. So since then I have fine-tuned these skills and I'm now passing them on in a workshop called Subconscious Compass, where I cut through all the jargon, all the awakening, spiritual, guru type jargon, psychological, NLP, neuralistic, linguistic programming. There's none of that. There's no jargon whatsoever. It's completely simplified. So even a child, a small child, can understand everything. And I've run this group now all this year, every month so far this year. And it's just been breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough for all the members who have joined. And I've decided to run it again in July, even though the UV has been quite high outside and I've been a bit zapped. I really do believe in this inspirational way, simplified versions. So it covers a lot of ground. So if you've been wondering what it's all about, recognizing signs from the universe, talking with your inner dialogue, I've got 12 days plus 2 bonus days. So I start off with daily practice introduction, showing you how to develop good habits throughout the day, get rid of some of your old programming that way. Recognizing all the signs from the universe, so asking the universe certain questions about which direction your life should go in, what you're actually doing here, recognizing all the signs and sharing them, and then discovery walk, where you ask yourself key questions in your mind while you're doing it. So lots of developing daily habits. Daily scrolls is my version of the morning pages. Then we're working with it in gratitude. I home in on what affirmations actually are and how to write them in very short, simple sentences so they actually do work. I tie them with food items in certain colours and bringing colour in associated with each affirmation, so you really, really get to know what you're about and what you actually want out of life and who you actually are. Working with water, because our bodies are 72 to 86% water. Working with water as a cellular structure is key with your affirmations. How to increase your energy field, massively increasing your self-awareness. I explain all about chakras and colours and what these energy centres actually do for your soul immune system, so your energy field, the bit that's surrounding you, protecting you like a force field from disease, illness, symptoms, any pollutions in the atmosphere, danger. How to increase your energy field, working with your own chakras and energy centres. What your mirror image is talking to you about. I also show you exercise without large physical movements that I learned when I was paralysed. So imagine being paralysed and only able to do this. I learned how to exercise and lose weight. I actually lost 8 stone in weight while I was paralysed. This is key because I've lost in total the equivalent of another 2 of me. I've lost in weight, and there's hundreds, thousands of photographs online you can check for yourself. So how to forgive yourself for your existence, because obviously I had to do that extensively, missing my children growing up, etc. So I've learned a new perspective on self-forgiveness. How to set real intentions. How to communicate with yourself from your future self. What it means to have silence in your life for short periods of time. I've also reinvented the meditation, the way that meditation is taught. Like, what is meditation? Because I don't know about you, but when somebody was talking to me about meditation and I was in a horrific state, I was just, there's just no way I can sit there, all these Zen poses and sit still and everything. Well, my form of meditation is not sitting still, and it's having loads of fun while your mind is simultaneously working with subconscious and conscious at the same time, and you're able to input new information. So I also briefly touch on simple self-love rituals that anyone can do. We write letters to ourselves from our future selves. I then have a big section on putting it all together, so how to block things, so morning, afternoon and evening, and then bedtime routines, so you develop daily habits. So once you do something 21 times, it becomes habit, it becomes part of you. All these skills are going to become part of the new you, and you will be able to transform any area of your life, I guarantee it, just like I have. And then we close the group with a love letter to life. So thanking the universe for all your experiences, no matter what they are, and just really homing in on falling in love with your life experience. I've also written a subconscious A to Z, and all these things are extremely, extremely powerful and will help you transform your life. So please read the post with all the information, and I look forward to having you. We start on Monday.